So, anyway, what I was about to say before OBS crashed is we are playing Pokemon Legends today. Might do some side quests. Probably gonna shiny hunt, as we do. It's gonna be a pretty low-key week. I'm just gonna chill. Yeah, so I need to go to the village because I finally made it to level 9, so I need to report that. Level 10, I don't even know if that's ever gonna happen, to be honest. I'm trying to think what I did off stream. I got another shiny Eevee. I don't know if I told you guys that. I think I did. Yeah, because I think we evolved them, so I don't know. I think I was just doing research stuff and off stream. I don't think I caught any more shinies. Have to double check, but I don't think I did. Alright, look at my Pokedex. Rank 9. 10 rare candies, okay. 20 grit pebbles. Well, we did that. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. Nope. Okay. I guess I should check on my apricorns. "30 minutes into the game, you tried to fight an alpha Rapidash. How did that go for ya?" Hey, Wildcat. Oh, there's Mr. Mime being a creep. Let me put away some stuff before we get going. And I do want to check. I don't think I caught any shinies off stream. I think I just increased my level. Oh, I was releasing some Pokemon so I'd have more space and like started organizing them. Be really nice if that was a feature. But it's not. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's any new shinies. Oh, I was working on this. I was working on leveling up Pachirisu for that one quest. So he's in the party now. For the time being. Was the OBS update a bad one? It just it crashed on me immediately, so it was a good sign. It's a little foreboding. All right, let's see what our quests are. So we're working on that. Oh, we need to find Wanda, I guess. But why don't we do this? I think this is the DARKRAI quest. Search for the mysterious black Pokemon that appears around the Clamberclaw cliffs at night. Okay. The question is, where is Clamberclaw? Aha! Here. So we want to go here. Personally, just recommend finding the fixed alpha Pachirisu spawn. Trying to raise one strong enough to revive a bulldoze will not be easy. I don't know where it is. Where's the alpha? Oh, I need to get rid of that. There we go. Away. I had just seen a comic earlier that showed Big Raid comes in. Oh my god, hi everyone. OBS crashes, and I thought that was too real. It is. It is too real. Especially lately. I don't know what OBS's issue is. Okay. It needs to be nighttime, actually. So we'll just go here and sleep. It's in the flower field area in Crimson. There's one in the Crimson Mirelands. You need to head straight down from your camp. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we could do that then. I'm gonna get rid of Pachirisu and not bring it with me. You can just go here for now. You think it's hilarious to see Gyarados noodling their way across the sky? I have yet to see that. I've not seen that one time. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh. Hey, buddy. Hi. Catch dark. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Said no one. Oh, God. Please don't do that. Hello? We just gonna... Nope. Where'd you go? There we go. Well, hello, Darkrai. How's it going? Dark Void. How dare you? Really? We have a drowsy potato over here. I do not have time for a drowsy potato. Okay. I don't want to KO him. Which is my concern. Let me try Ice Beam. Okay, there we go. Alright, send a snail. Just hang on for a second, would you? As I try to catch this Ghost Reaper. Okay, well, did it? That was much easier than other quests we've done recently. Astounding. Now everyone will be able to rest easy. Yes, no one else will fall victim to such dark nightmares. I love that rock that's shaking in the background. I suppose I'd better be heading back home myself now, but I won't ever forget what you did. Farewell. You're welcome. All right. Did it. How's your Pokedex going? We're at star rank 9. We just got that, so that's where we're at. For some reason, Manaphy and Fion are so much harder to catch despite being lower level in early game. Yeah, I don't know. They are harder. DARKRAI was like, I don't feel like fighting you. Well, I guess I'll turn that in. Hey, I caught DARKRAI. Are you impressed? You should be. I feel like you should be. Oh my gosh, 30,000 points. And I got 60. Oh. Oh, goodness. Anyway. Well, I guess we could try to find Wanda. All right. Oh. I guess we're going this way. Hello, Golduck. Oh, she's right there. Hello. Found her. 1/500th the way there. Keep it up. Thanks, Pants. Hey, I found you. At last. I knew you'd come find me. I got hit with a gust from Honchkrow that sent me tumbling right down the mountainside. I mean, you look fine. I couldn't climb back up and I couldn't get down, so I've been stuck. So, you've just been starving here for a few days, I guess. There you go. I'm here to help, I guess. I hate all my Pokeballs to stay alive. I wouldn't recommend that. I used to think that Sneasler was a mean Pokemon since it looks sly and unsavory, but it helped me get out of a real tight spot, so I guess it must be good at heart after all. I mean, it probably depends on the Sneasler, but sure. Alright, that's done. I thought that was gonna take much long. Hello? Okay, I'll just, you know, spawn next to a giant bat. Fine. Surprised this woman is alive. There's not a single place where she cannot get lost. Okay. So we need to report back. And we need to move anyway. So we'll head back to camp. That could lead to some Xenomorph chest burster action, except with a Pikachu. You mean if you ate a Pokeball? That's horrifying. But yeah, I could see that. Although I don't think they can escape their Pokeballs. So maybe you would just have Pikachu with you for a while, at least. Wait, what do you have? What do you have today? No, I don't want that. That's garbage. I do not want your garbage. Hey, Umbreons. How you doing? In the anime, there are several Pokemon who like to escape their balls. Well, then that could be a chest burster problem. So you probably shouldn't eat a Pokeball, especially if there's a Pokemon inside it. Seems like a good life lesson. Seems as if there's nothing you can't find. Heard from Wanda how you reassured her, telling her your teammates and all. She's even started calling you her savior. I don't want that responsibility. I know that she can be a real scatterbrain, so I'm glad she's got you looking out for her. And what are you doing? Nothing. You're just standing here doing nothing. Hey, Joker. So we need to go to the Crimson Mirelands, you said, to find the Alpha Pachirisu? Do you know which part of the map it's on? How do I have a new request? Oh, I think that's to battle what's-his-face. Oh, thank you, Bunny. I'm good. I've been playing many mobile games. I'm burned out on them. Have to log in all week for special events, though. Oh, what mobile games are you playing? I have yet to be super into mobile games. It spawns at the very bottom. Head straight down to the bog area. Oh, down here? Okay. I used to like mobile games more back in the day when they were like full games. I played quite a bit of Lego Harry Potter on my phone. And, you know, like Cut the Rope and classics like that. And Plants vs. Zombies. And then they ruined Plants vs. Zombies. And it made me sad. Because they added that, like, free-to-play thing with Plants vs. Zombies 2, and it just wasn't as good. I don't even think you can get the original anymore. Same with, like, Peggle. I mean, PopCap is kind of just ruined at this point, sadly. Oh, man, Peggle. Peggle's so good. Continue where you've marked. While I'm here, I'm not seeing it. Looking for a big squirrel? Big squirrel. That's a duck. Need to head further down? Stick to your left. All right. We know it would be right. Oh, okay. We're turning around. So over here? Looking for an angry squirrel. That's right. That's an angry frog thing. That's not what I'm looking for right now. Hope I didn't go too far. Oh, there's little Ralts. Not what I'm looking for, but I could use one. You're a sucker for a well-designed gacha game. Fire Emblem Heroes consumed way too much of your time. No, I'm not looking for you, Roselia. It just reminded me, I don't think that Diablo game that caused an uproar ever came out. I haven't heard anything, but... Oh, I can't go any further. I have found the edge of the world. Got back into a spree of Fire Emblem Heroes. Pokemon Masters is doing a 2-week event to celebrate the game's anniversary. Started playing Disney's Twisted Wonderland, which is full of hot Disney-themed anime boys. Well, there you go. Hello. I have not seen you before. Not you. That's a big turtle. Hello, turtle. Hello, big turtle. Damn it. Don't look over here. Yeah, sure, stargazing. Give me a second. Big turtle? No, go away. Big turtle! Okay, here's the map. I probably went too far. Do you have any shinies? I do. I do, bunny. We've been using a full shiny team. I have a box that has quite a few shinies in there. Head left toward the head of the map. Okay, so this way. Oh, please leave me alone. So we got Big Frog over here. Psyduck. Golduck. Is it in this area? Where Ralts was? The edge. Oh. The edge of the map's like here? In the area with the trees. Oh. Is it permanently there, though? There's a Bidoof. Oh, there it is. Oh, found it. Thank you. The Angie. Have a ball. All right. Uncalled for. Well. Even as an alpha, it's kind of small. Let's not kill it in one hit. Ideally. big rat. There we go. Got him. You were lucky enough to find 2 shiny bunny area without hunting. Oh, that's awesome, bunny. We also found a shiny bunny area randomly. Just in the wild. But yeah, this is our shiny box. We have a few, and then the whole team is shiny. I think I'm gonna go fight, Adaman. One of them was in the hot spring. Oh, that's awesome. Just chilling in the hot spring, being shiny as you do. Oh, there's the flag. Been trying to shiny hunt Alpha Garchomp for the past 2 days, starting to think my game is cursed. Even have a perfect Dex entry. That's a bummer. I mean, shiny hunting for alphas is quite a bit more difficult, though. Wasn't Cat shiny hunting for an alpha today? Yeah, if it isn't Kita, good timing. I found some treasure you'd be interested in. Did that make your ears perk up? Not really. I don't really care. Come on, don't be like that. Curiosity is what moves science forward, according to good old Mr. Professor. But come to think of it, what I found seems too valuable to just let you in on it for free. You need to work a little. Of course I do. Here's the deal. I want you to show me what's in your mind, your heart, your soul. This doesn't seem like a fair trade. In short, battle me, I guess. Here I come, knowing full well how tough you are for the future of the Diamond Clan! Alright, well. Okay, so we've got Leafeon and Umbreon. Well, that's just great. Oh, Vaporeon's here too? Lovely. Well, we're already pretty injured, so... we'll do what we can before we have to switch. Vaporeon just didn't care to participate, I guess. This lets Dialga turn into its Eldritch Horror form. Oh, we haven't seen that. So... well, we should be good with the other two here. It's arguably better than Palkia's form, but still too hideous to look at. Giratina's your favorite? Yeah, I think a lot of people really love Giratina, and it's kind of a shame that Giratina isn't really featured. All right, here's the treasure. Thanks. Did you know you were named after this crystal? Did you know that? Used to be my grandfather's. He said it was somehow related to Mighty Dialga. Well, thanks for giving me your family heirloom. You know, I have to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky. Taught me another way to get along with Pokemon, another way to relate to the world. Yeah, that's great for you and everything. I had a family and technology that I quite miss. Okay, so that's done. You prefer Palkias to Dialgas, but Giratina's the best. And meals other than potato mochi. Yeah, remember when we could eat things that weren't potato mochi? Remember that? I remember. Is Pacell here? No. Well then. Where is steamed Magikarp? You can't convince me somebody didn't try it by now. Oh no. Wow, 80 points, guys. Only 29,000 more. Too bad you can't just tell Dialga to open a portal through time, because fuck all these assholes. Yeah, like, are we ever gonna see our family again? Or our time period? I guess not. Alright, let's see what Dialga looks like. Brunch, you're gonna sit in here for a minute. Oh, I need to put Darkrai. Oh, jeez. Question is, where did it put Darkrai? Ah. Okay, well, you need to not be here. You need to be in this box. There we go. Okay. Hey, Kiwi. The Giratina quest becomes available after finishing the other legendary quests, and it's actually pretty great but difficult. So they did put Giratina in the game. I was under the assumption that they didn't. Oh, is it a key item? Probably. Dialga transformed. Great. Can you transform them back? Or is this just his life now? Hello? What's going on with your neck there, buddy? It just looks really painful. And also, its back feet are not touching the ground because its front feet are too long. Wow. I'm not even sure what to say to that. So if I use it again... Okay. That's good that we can turn him back. You don't like either of them stargazing? I mean, I can't say I'm a fan. I'm also not a huge fan of Palkia's normal design, though. But at least the centaur was kind of amusing and unexpected. But they've never been my favorite legendaries, so... Oh, shoot. Is Luxray now where Dialga was? Did I accidentally switch them? Or no, it wasn't Luxray. It was Brunch. There's Brunch. There you go, buddy. Back on the squad. It has Metagross, 4 legs, the form of Stantler, and Gardevoir feet. That is something. It's something. Mistakes were made. Oh, you know what? Right after we catch the alpha, there's an outbreak. Not familiar with this gen. Can't say I love any of the trio either forms. Yeah, they're not my fave. I mean, I think I like Dialga better than Palkia, but Giratina I would probably say I like more than either of them. But, yeah, they're not my fave. These are supposed to be the equivalent of Giratina's origin form, but they look absolutely nothing like. They look like they're the spore versions. You know what, Umbreons? That is pretty much the best way you could put that, actually. Hey, buddy. And we're diving. You saw nothing? You saw nothing. There's been a mass outbreak of squirrels that we need to take care of. Well, I don't even know what shiny Pachirisu looks like. Squirrels are everywhere. Get in the ball. Sometimes when you throw a Pokeball, it really sounds like you are giving them a serious injury. It's pink where the blue is, so it's an obvious one. Damn it. It's a pretty hefty donk. It really is. Especially when it hits them in the back, right? It really feels like there's a lot of weight behind that throw. You're actually knocking them out cold to get them in the ball. You know, I would believe that, actually. Oh, I thought he was gonna come over a little bit closer. Nope. Stop moving around so much. You know you want to live forever in this ball. That is something you definitely want to do. I'm gonna rest by eating McDonald's and watching good classic Kita. Thank you. I hope your McDonald's meal is delicious. I hope your fries were fresh. Because McDonald's fries are better than Burger King's. There, I said it. I stand by it. Just grab a Rolls while we're here. So I don't think any of these guys were shiny, but it's fine because I don't have Pachirisu to a 10 anyway. Blech. Anything's better than Burger King, to be honest. Burger King has crowns. I mean, they've got that going for them. Let me grab this wisp while we're here. $10 left in this area. Man, that's gonna take me a while. Here you go, brunch. Burger King has ices. Don't even know where there is a Burger King near me. Really? Oh, you're using Duolingo? Ika's been using that as well. Let's drop off some of this. I need to craft more Pokeballs. Use some regular ones. I guess I can only craft a few of those. Ghastly just hanging out. Here, I caught a lot of squirrels and also a Ralts. Alright, well they're both level 10, so that's good. 250 whole points. It'll be easy to get to level 10. You're learning French and Japanese? Well, that's cool. You've taken a week break and it won't shut up. Oh, it's shaming you for not. Well. Let's go to the Icelands, because I think that's where this Swinub quest is. I would imagine anyway, since that's where they spawn. Speak with Moral at Heart's Crag. Okay. That's over there. This is fine. Hello? What say you just spotted mushroom hunting in the snow? That sounds awful, actually. These little gems are buried in the snow, and only a Swinub's nose can snuffle them out. That's where your skills come in. Catch yourself a Swinub, take it out foraging, and see if you can find those mushrooms. Add a Swinub to your party, hunt mushrooms buried in the snow. Okay. Well, yeah, I will have to go get my swine up. Can I do that here? Or do I need to go to a tent? Do I need to go to a tent? There are not many tents. I'll see you later, Joker. Little Swinub is gonna get a chance to shine. Cutie. Alright, buddy, we're going on an adventure. I'll see you later, Bunny. Thanks for the raid and for hanging out with us for a bit. Nope. Do not attack me. Oh, there he goes. Swinub is making some noise. Is there something beneath the snow? Wow, you and Swinub snuffled this one out quick. I just knew you were the right person for the job. You could go catch one for yourself. I'm just saying. You could. Hello, scary ghost balloon. Don't mind me. I'm not here for you. That's not what I was looking for. Swinub? Swinub, this is not... It's not what I was looking for. Well... I mean, you asked for this. This is where you almost failed a shiny. Now I can confirm that shiny sound does play multiple times. Oh, what shiny did you find here? At least Swinub doesn't have to be... Doesn't have to have health for this to work. Only one left. It was an Apom. My favorite Pokemon. Shiny Swinub is just a watermelon. It's true. I mean, I could name it Watermelon since all of our other Pokemon have food names. Just kind of happened that way. Nope. Maybe I should really partner up with a Swinub. Well, you can't have this one. Get your own. Get your own. Fabled Spring. Where is... Oh, it's not here. Is that on the mountain? Probably. Needs to be a full moon? How do I know if it's a full moon? Are you here? No. Where is Pacel? Wish you could flap higher with Braviary. Makes it a pain to travel. Yeah, it just glides. It doesn't really fly, which is kind of annoying. I guess I should heal you first. And then put you in the box. Pasture thing. Hey, Jeb. I'm doing well. How are you? The fabled spring is in the area with the alpha clefable. You need to see the lunar phase, so you'd need to go to a tent at night and see what phase the moon is at. If it's not a full moon, rest until night and check. Repeat until the full moon. Great. $40 more points. We're doing so well. Cleffa rarely spawns there. Clefairy is pretty common. Oh, Pacel is here? Alright. Why have you not evolved yet? Hmm? No way! Oh, well, it's evolving now. Eugene, my buddy, congratulations, you evolved into a Dustox. I don't know if congratulations is the right word. He has penis hands now. I can't unsee it. Well, see you later, Eugene. Hey, Kilroy. Oh, look, Wanda's gone missing again. How nice. Obsidian Fieldlands. Alright. Well, anyway. Had to find a Cleffa there for the dex and it was a pain. I had to reset the spawn multiple times. Member of the Diamond Clan told me that they make medicine by diluting Krogunk's poison. That doesn't... I don't know if I believe that. Can apparently relieve pain in the lower back by killing you. I mean, that would relieve your pain. I'd love to have some to give to Buck. The poor gentleman's bedridden from back pain. Okay, head to the Crimson Mirelands and catch me a Krogunk, would you? I have one that you can have. Somewhere, I'm sure. Here you go. Did he not child leash her? Yeah, he seems to not be useful at all. She just keeps getting lost. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna look for her. Good luck. I don't know if I would trust this, though. I mean, it's poison. Okay, well, have fun with that, I guess. Let's check the apricorns. Then we gotta go find Wanda or her corpse. Thank you. Fieldlands, okay. Well, she's lost somewhere somewhere out here. How many of these Wanda quests are there? How many times does she get lost? Is it like this lost satchels? There's just always... Wanda? Nah, it was a ball of mud. I thought we might have found Wanda's corpse. It was not so. There's one for each region. There's one more after this. Okay, I was gonna say, it felt like we had done quite a few at this point, so... That would be really dark to find an actual corpse. Would it? There are Pokemon that steal children, so, I mean... Where is it? Where is it? Zubat, go away. Zubat! What the heck is it? Oh, we got a star piece. Well, that's good. Yeah, but the Pokemon are adorable. That's true. I'm just saying, finding a corpse is not off the table. The way these people talked at the start, there should be corpses everywhere. Showing a corpse is a no-go. Writing a Pokedex entry about it is fine. We draw the line at showing the children the corpse. We can, however, tell them all about it. Come on, come on. Iron Chunk. Gary Horse. I think Wanda... Isn't Wanda's blue? This is a big area. I don't know where she is. Ursulin, it'd be great if you ran all the time instead of just when you're smelling stuff. I don't know what that is, but we have it now. She's the blue indicator? Okay, that's what I thought. We have not seen a blue indicator of anything thus far. Time to arrange her funeral. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of amazing that she's lived this long. Not only is she constantly lost, but there are alpha Pokemon who would definitely kill her given the chance. I think we all knew that it was gonna end like this. Especially because she never learns. She just keeps... She continues to make poor decisions. Try up here. Hey. Where'd that go? Up here? Hello, Stantler. Nope. What the heck is it? Oh, Alpha Shinx. Ah! Ah! Oh, God! Where is it? I'm getting mixed signals here. There it is. Jeez. Ow, Shanks. Now's not the time. I'm treasure hunting. I mean, I'm trying to find Wanda. Yeah, that's it. I'm very concerned for her safety. Luna! Luna just... You can hear her burped? Okay, we finally got Wanda's... scent. Wanda. Oh, did she get eaten by the Parasect? Maybe. Possible. I'm looking for the corpse that was once Wanda. And there she is. Ah! Ow! I didn't ask to jump. Oh, I don't want to sprout mushrooms. I mean, I don't blame you. That's a horror movie. Come on, Brunch. She lives? I mean, does she live or has she been replaced? Well, she's a clicker. We're gonna have to put her down. There's no hope for her. Pokemon meets Last of Us is not a hybrid crossover. I would be a fan. There you go. Can you believe out of all the things that could murder her, it was just some tiny little Paris? Yeah, your brother is worried about you, although he's doing absolutely nothing to assist in your recovery, so... All right. Well, that's done. Wanda has been found, and we all care. Very much. Oh, actually. I think Stantler is ready to evolve, which I wanted to do on stream. I think. Let's see. Brunch is an adorable name. Well, Togekiss comes from Togepi, which is basically like a little egg. Very cute. I love Togepi. Are you ready to evolve? Yes, you are. Are you guys ready to fear the deer? Fear the deer. Fear them. Majestic. Much floof. Wow, Krogunk, I only have at 7. It's fine, probably. $70. Hot dog. It's green too. How appropriate for Fear the Deer. Green? They're gold. I mean, Ignatz wears green, I guess. Oh, right. I need to turn this in. You wish June would get here faster? Me too, Kiwi. Hey, I found your sister again. She was about to be murdered by some mushrooms. I mean, why don't they just have her patrolling the village? It seems foolish that they keep sending her out there. She's not good at it. Alright, well, I guess this is a good time to increase our research of Krogunk. I don't even know what shiny Krogunk looks like, but we're gonna wing it. See what we get. That is not what I wanted. Cool. Alpha Budu. Krogunk seems like it would be a putrid color. If I were to match the name. You mean like a sickly green color? Oh, there's spaghetti. Oh gosh, the alphas. Much creepy. Half of the win playing Animal Crossing, ruining the stream. How dare. Oh, they're all gonna attack me, I guess. Hello? You wanna fight? Okay, well, you know, Cinesnail, that's not what we were going for. Oh, Cat. Promoting Animal Crossing as always. I know, right? I wonder if she gets paid for always advertising Animal Crossing. Crogunk has a pretty cool shiny. It's teal. Ooh. Really wish it wouldn't bounce off the tree when my arm is not near that tree. Yanma! Yanma, not right now. Yanma? Unacceptable. This is why. Right in the back of the head. That one? I don't know what that one's doing. Are you stuck? No, stop targeting that one. Cat by it. Tom Nooks appears in the corner suddenly. You can press A to change focus if you're in range of other, but sometimes it's so annoying that the game keeps focusing on something else. Yeah. I think I was pressing the wrong button to change focus. Hey, Lacius. Well, no more frogs. Do you want to see all my frogs? Lots of frogs. Yeah. Well, level 10. 160 points. I guess we should go see if there's a new Wanda quest. Somehow I bet there is. This grind is a nightmare. What grind? Oh, you mean to get to level 10, Tim? Yeah. Like I said, I just don't... I don't see that... Oh, bye. He's actually doing something this time? Why are you here? Wait, no, do I have to go find him now? That brother, the one who's refused to set foot outside the village since he got attacked by some shinx and totally traumatized? A shinx? Okay, so now I have to find him. Because she was here the whole time. Alright, I'll increase my bag while I'm here. Still too expensive. DJM, did you make it to level 10? 20,000 to sew on one pocket? Yep. Pretty much. Seems worth it, right? Well, we need to go to the Icelands anyway. We could go check out the Machoke outbreak while we're there. You're 1/3 of the way there. That may be one thing that never comes to fruition. Technically, it's not even that. The game says that he's teaching you organizing. Yeah. It's a scam is what it is. I think we can all agree that it's a scam. Oh, hey. Machamp, how's it going? What is this, a gym? Oh. You saw nothing. You saw nothing? Nothing is what you saw. No. They all would like to fight me. Well, that didn't go very well for you now, did it? What it... Oh. Dirt. Stop. You just Googled Machoke shiny and it's Hulk green. Perfect. Where are you going? Get back here. Do you even lift, bro? Ha! Where are you running off to, friend? Oh, there's more now. Sir, get out of the tree. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to be in the tree. These Machoke are glitching all over the place. Hey! Get out of the tree! My word. You think you're a flying type because you're not. Maybe he wants to fly. They're training their muscles to one day be able to flap their arms hard enough to take flight. I'm not sure that's gonna work in the way that they're hoping, but oh, hello, Pillar Swine. I'm just passing through. No need to try to kill me. Unnecessary. Hey! Bye. So we are looking for a doofus. Currently on the hunt for a doofus. There's a little Eevee. Ow. Oh, I didn't know Miss Drevis appeared in this cave. Hanging out with Frost Lass. Ow. Look no further. Lacius, are you saying you're a doofus? You're definitely not a doofus. Alpha Chansey. Let's try up here. Oh. Well, we can't warp right now. Because of course we can't. Oh. This way. Look out, Perugly. Well, there's a wisp over here, so We're gonna pause to get that. Are you down here? Well, I guess so. How did you get down here? Oh. Well, hello. Here it comes again. How did you manage this? This is unfortunate for me. Poor brunch. There you go. Yeah, about Wanda. Oh, she, I guess, came with us. I didn't consent to that. If she gave me an ice stone. You didn't find that stone, so I gave it to you. Was told that it was pretty rare. Thanks, I guess. Please stop getting lost. No, I don't want to look after her. It's not my responsibility. This is definitely a you problem. And you never heard from her again. Good. Okay. So, I guess we could try to do the Clefairy mission, but we need to leave here. Oh yeah, we're starting our own gym. Gym for muscles. $30 whole points. We're making such progress. You to fly. Okay, so it said Fabled Spring. That's over here. I'll just throw a pin there. And, is it? I guess it's a full moon? Then? Yep, okay. Well, we're going then. Hold on. I heard a shiny. Oh! And there it is. Hello, Golbat. No, no, Parasect, no! You're ruining my life! Golbat, dang it. Oh, well, everybody is joining this fight. Did not ask for that. Okay. Golbat, can you just... Can you just, though? Get in this ball. I have places to be. Okay, no need for the poison. There we go. Shiny Golbat. Was not expecting that. Can't tell if they change its colors a bit or what, but for some reason its green looks extra ugly in this game. Is Shiny Crobat also green? Oh gosh, there's one of the sisters. I don't have time for you! Pale purple? Almost washed out purple. Well, still probably better than that. Okay, where... Ow. Investigate whether Clefairy danced at the fabled spring on nights of the full moon. Well, unfortunately, I feel like it's too light outside now. It's across the shore. I assume you mean here? I mean, Clefairy are here. Unless you mean here. Well, either way, it's too late now. Curses. They spawn here and across the shore. The mission wants you on this side. Oh, okay. That side? The side you're currently on. Okay. Well, let's move Golbat into the shiny box. Oh, now I gotta find him. There he is. Alright. So I guess we'll sleep. The moon takes a minute? Oh. Well. Man, we had a perfect full moon. Guess I can't complain too much. We did get a shiny, but... I don't think it's today. Well, our Pokemon should be super rested. Each moon cycle lasts 2 days. Hey, Megas. Does it take a full minute for the moon to rise? Like, I'm not sure how long I should wait. Don't think you can see the moon on weather days. You might need to wait until it's a clear night. I can do that. Roughly a whole minute. Okay. Well, it's raining. Or does it need to be perfectly clear? No. Well, not tonight then. Well, it's clear tonight. It'll be a full moon 2 days in a row. Can't see it when it's raining or snowing. You can also randomly head toward the Clefairy quest destination every night to check, because it'll still activate in bad weather. Okay. Well, at least we can see today. This was how you got Ursaluna, kept sleeping until it was a full moon. As you do. When you're trying to evolve a bear. I didn't want to climb that tree. Well, there's the moon, and it is not what we want. I'm just waiting for it to actually be a full moon, and as we are going, again, there will be a different shiny. That's just like, hey. You thought you could do this quest? I think not. You're roughly 12 to 13 nights away from the full moon, depending on if that crescent was the first or second one. 12 to 13? I thought the game would be nice to me. I don't know. This guy's quest belongs in the trash. It does. It would just be nice if they're gonna do stuff like this, like, you should have a calendar that you can view. That would be nice. I just assumed that it was going to be random. But no. I don't know how many that was. It was a few. Probably not enough, but a few. Do you have a least favorite quest? Just posing this question to everybody. I'm sure Stargazing will have some opinions. That moon looks misshapen. But it is fuller. You hate almost all of them. Fair enough. Did you get any new shiny Stargazing, or are you still focusing on Garchomp? Still focusing on Garchomp. Yeah, I haven't sat down and tried to get any shiny alphas yet. I'm not sure how long my patience would last. Oh, I can't go any further. Well, I just did. Is that full or not quite? It is? Okay, good. Stop telling me I can't go any further. We are going further. Dang it. All right. Hello. Giant Clefairy. Or Clefable. Clefairy? No, that's Clefairy. PP. One of them is small. Maybe they're playing Clefairy Says. Clefairy! Fairy! Tiny one. They left Tiny one. Is it a moonstone? Yep. No, it is a Clefable. It didn't look like a Clefable. Buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm really not trying to focus on you right now there. Oh. Ow! That was cute time to hit him in the head. No, Clefairy! Get in the ball! You caught this alpha Clefable, but sadly it had a shit nature. Oh, you could try again. When it respawns. Friend, if you could just get in the ball. That'd be nice. We'd all appreciate it. Clefable. I need to make some more Ultra Balls. Okay, you're more difficult to catch than Darkrai, Clefable. Well, this is irritating. There we go. The Alpha Rapidash, on the other hand, was pretty perfect that way. Too bad my starter was Cyndaquil, otherwise I would have used it. I mean, should use it anyway. Make your dreams come true. Hey, Japanime, thank you for the resub for 28 months. Japanime is on a 27-month streak. Thank you so much, Japanime. Welcome. Alright, let's heal. We need to do that. Pretty badly, actually. I still think they should give you extra money or points if you get a shiny. Oh, they're both level 10 now. That's good. 280 points. No, I want to go back to the village. I'm assuming that's where this person was. I guess I should have checked. I just remembered now I did get a new shiny. It was shiny Eevee from a distortion. I was filling my decks before I started my Garchomp dex grind. Wow, from a distortion. Wouldn't that make it full odds? Or at least, depending on your Pokedex. No, I don't want your sticky glob set. Keep your sticky globs away from me. They should recognize the shiny. It's a rare form. Well, that's my point. The shiny purist police would lose their minds. Oh, you're downstairs. Okay. It was half odds. Already had rank 10 for Eevee's deck. Still, though. Still. Pretty exciting. I've never seen a shiny in a distortion. Yeah, I saw the Clefairy dance. All right, quest done. Let's see what outbreaks we can get. I have a lot of stuff in there. Cricketune. We could go for Cricketune. I like how the man just took our word for it. I would have lied instead of having to sit through night after night until it fooled me. I know, we really could have just lied. We could have been like, yeah, they dance so good. Okay. So we've got some friends over here. You see nothing? quite far enough. Stop running over there. Get over here. Oh, jeez. He's zooming. Someone else zooming? That one's all the way over there. Stop running away, damn it. Think you're safe in there? You're not. Hiding behind a tree. Hey! Stop that. No, stupid tree. Shiny friend? No? Yeah. No shiny Cricketune. Shiny Cricketune are even worth it, I don't know. Zooming cockroaches, I would scream and then burn the whole forest down. Oh, I thought they were supposed to be like crickets. It would have been cool to give people in town shiny Pokemon like the Wurmple and Buizel guys, just see them hanging around town. I mean, you could do that with the fields because I think you can swap them out, can't you? So like if you got a ground type, you could do that. Shiny Wurmple is purple. It's pretty cool. Cricketune is like bright yellow. Looks like. All right. Yeah, I like Buizel or Wurmple's shiny. I don't know about the evolutions though. I guess I got more Clefairy data, which I was unaware of. All right, we'll save here. And then, thankfully, we have a warp point that's very close. All right, well, something screamed over there. Something is continuing to scream. That's not unsettling at all. Surprise! Think you could escape? Oh, well, I was just about to say, oh, I should check my odds and see what the odds are. And then he appeared. Hey, come back. Come back! Stop targeting the wrong one. Hello, glorious one. What a magnificent mustache. Cricketune, if you could just get in this ball, that'd be lovely. Why, thank you. Yay! 2 shinies. And one we weren't even looking for. heck is screaming? Oh, you can order by research level? I did not know that. Okay, so we do have we did have Cricketune to 10. In case anybody was curious. Would love to shiny hunt Basculin, but those fuckers are so timid they run on sight. Getting anywhere close to that multiple smoke bombs is impossible. Yeah, I mean the thing that you could do is just kind of use that to your advantage. I don't know why I just went to sleep, but I did. You could kind of make them scatter and then just keep going back on your save to try to, like, once you see one appear, you'll at least be ready for it, so then you can kind of creep up. Let's get some more of these. We need more iron chunks. I think that might be the better way to go about it, stargazing, just because they definitely are a pain. Running away. How dare they? Dustox is the color of dead leaves? Well then. Alright, let's see what else we got. I should have given the guy who wanted Wurmple, I should have given them an alpha one. I do think it's funny that we gave the other guy an alpha Buizel. A palm. Do not want. Let me check my apricorns. Do you guys ever plant anything else here? Because I don't. I just want apricorns. Thanks for giving me the spoiled ones. Apom as Pokemon is questionable, but I do like it shiny. It's pink. I mean, at least it has good shiny. You plant mint? What is mint good for? I need to sell some stuff. I have some star pieces. I have a few star pieces. Okay. Oh good, I needed that. Because I'm gonna buy some iron chunks. And they're expensive. I wonder if I'd be better off just buying Ultra Balls? Probably not. You planted berries once and barely got anything, so you stuck to apricorns. Yeah, Ultra Balls are expensive, so it's better to just buy that and make them. What do you have? Still the Sticky Glob set, huh? No thanks. Oh, you plant them for changing Pokemon's nature. They destroy your wallet, though. 10K per? Wow. That's a lot. One of the quests gives you 2 free mints. Gave one to DARKRAI and give it a boost in special attack. Well, that's good. You could get them for free. Yeah, let's see if we can get a different outbreak. I still have not got a Drifloon one. I just won shiny Drifloon. And it is not happening. I've had Togepi so many times. Even though I got Togepi very quickly. But no balloon. Drifloon has Wooloo Curse. Is it because they're both round? Hi, Dooms. Wait. Excuse me. We just had that. They give you a mint that boosts physical attacks and weakens special attacks, and one that does the opposite. Oh, okay. I'm surprised now that you've got all the regions unlocked, 2 places have them, and you've not had a single one in either region. Nope. None. Ever. Sadness. I just keep getting ones that I've already had. Okay, Buizel's over here. Could go for Buizel. We never did get it, so why not? Ironically, shiny Drifloon is the first shiny I found, and it was a complete accident. You know what? You know what, Umbreon? Upsetting. Hello, Bidoof. I am not here for you. In the back of the head. Ow. I don't think you really want to fight me, buddy. I mean, I will fight you, but I don't think you, I don't think you want to. You probably have to make sure it's night before checking outbreaks for them, since they only appear then. Really? I mean, that would make sense. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe that's the problem. You perfected your Drifloon decks and encountered several when you were using them to farm your move requirements. For the dex entry, still no shiny. I'm not destined to get one here or Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. You must believe in the shiny balloon. Sometimes I see the fireworks and I think that it's the shiny animation. Well done. Well, screw this. We're gonna make it nighttime. We're gonna make it nighttime and see if we have better luck. Stargazing. It's not true. I think a Drifloon would love to kidnap you. They should be so lucky. Great, I have a bunch of these now. Weird thing to wish for. Is it? Is it though? All right, let's see. Look at... None of you are balloons. You could go for Wurmple, though. Wurmple is right here, too. Thanks, that warms my heart to be heard that I would be a prime victim for kidnapping by a ghost Pokemon who will clearly kill me. You're welcome. Listen, I know how to give daily affirmations, and that is definitely... It's definitely yours. Yeah, just keep spawning right here. You can't run. See, this is why I keep pushing for Kita style affirmation ASMR. Is that what you would want to hear? Affirming Drifloon will kidnap you ASMR to help you drift off to sleep. Literally drift. ASMR roleplay, Drifloon kidnaps you. What brought this conversation on and how can we keep it going? Just bizarre Pokemon ASMR. Trying to tell your mom that Mr. Mime is interested. POV. I think this would be big views if you could just shed your sense of shame. Mr. Mime seduces your mom ASMR. Look, there he is. He's ready. Why do you think he's always practicing his hand motions? Hmm? There's so much weird ASMR out there. Some of you have no idea how this would fit right in. Tim, are you saying you are listening to the weird ASMR? About Mr. Mime? It depends on what you think is weird. Ow. Broke my legs, that's fine. That Wurmple was having quite a struggle. Is that why they call it struggle bug? No, don't run away. Oop. You know what, Wurmple? That. But was he shiny? The Mr. Mime? POV, you're a shiny Pokemon and you're being hunted. Hello. Alright, I'm just gonna start scaring him. Run! Run away! Alright, well I think that's all of them at this point. Fine then, Wurmple. Wurmple was scared away by the ASMR suggestions. So I searched Pokemon ASMR. Okay, Tim, what do you got? I bet there's a Nurse Joy one. That seems like it would be a thing. It would take a twist if I did it, however, because, you know, you go in there to heal your Pokemon and then you get your bill. I forgot this one by a very popular creator titled Team Rocket Captures You Roleplay. First off, is that how it's spelled? Because that's not how roleplay is spelled. 2.5 million views. Man, I'm in the wrong field. What am I doing here? I should be... The problem is, I would just start laughing. Tim's like, yeah, you are in the wrong field. You should be doing Pokemon roleplays. Just Pikachu saying Pikachu softly for 4 hours. That would be so relaxing. You know you just want Mr. Mime. Saying his own name for 4 hours. Don't lie. Wurmple sleeping. Pikachu tells you everything's gonna be alright, and it's just Pikachu saying its own name. It'd at least be a very easy ASMR. POV, you're 10 years old and you're telling your mom you're leaving forever. ASMR. There it is. She has a Nurse Joy roleplay. I told you. I knew it would exist. Piper! I want him to gently caress my ears. Mr. Mime? ASMR is a wild place. I mean, you know, whatever sparks joy for you, right? Does it spark joy? You know, it'd spark joy for me if this Wurmple would shine. Or if we would get a Drifloon outbreak, and then I would abandon Wurmple immediately. Obviously, Mr. Mime. There's an official ASMR Piplup playing in a bedroom for a good bit of time. Same with Bulbasaur sleeping in the woods. It would spark joy for me if you would just impersonate Mr. Mime for a couple seconds. Mr. Mime! I don't know if I can do it quietly. Mr. Mime! Mr. Mime! There you go. There's your Mr. Mime ASMR. Can we moment that, please? You could just get over laughing. Yeah, Tim, because it's not funny at all. No, Clefairy. You'd have 100k subs in 6 months. Yeah, I bet. What do you call it? Cursed ASMR? POV, Mr. Mime is watching you from the shadows. Oh, right. Clefairy Shiny has green ears. What's cursed to one person is a gift to another. There is cursed ASMR. Well, that would definitely fit into that category, I think. Mr. Mime whispers you sweet nothings. The funniest part would be if it was literally just saying Mr. Mime over and over. Like, there's no other. Because he can't talk, so... Just that's the whole thing. There's one titled Capitalistic Nurse Joy heals you. Excuse me? Well, someone already did my idea. It's probably Nurse Joy healing you and then giving you your bill. Or just doing things that you don't need so that your bill will be higher. Maybe. Nurse Joy nurses you as you read the bill. See, if I did that, it would just start to sound like Mercedes, I feel like. Trying to do an ASMR nurse, I think, would just come out as Mercedes. Man, I searched specifically Nurse Joy ASMR. There's a lot. That does not surprise me. Fire Emblem ASMR could be a fascinating niche. Rhea tells you, you remind her of her mother. POV. Tim! Licious! I was gonna yell at Tim for that title, and then I realized it was Licious. Oh, sorry, Clefairy. That Clefairy is panicking. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna scare you then. Bah! Be scared. I said be scared. I'm gonna use that to fall asleep later, thanks. Tim, I think you would have some weird dreams if you're listening to Mr. Mime softly whispering to you. Hi, Melia. Cat for the win. Couldn't stop playing Animal Crossing. Had to start playing again. Interrupting me, stepping on this Clefairy's head. That's right, run away. There's Edelgard ASMR. That doesn't surprise me. Clips even loop on their own. It's perfect. Cat, quit advertising island getaways. I can't afford that. Anyway, Cat, how dare. What has Licious done? Licious asked for Mr. Mime voice, and we were talking about cursed Pokemon ASMR, and then that clip was born, so... There's this one called ASMR Kitchen Roleplay with Hubert. Kitchen Roleplay? Was this just Hubert being like, look at all my knives? Aren't these impressive? Hubie instructs you on sharpening blades. Oh, dang it, I didn't save, so I lost the Clefairy one. That's fine. Yes, Hubert, cook for me. This goes on for 11 minutes. Good. My life is better knowing that this exists. All right, run. Run, Wurmple. Run away. Mr. Mime is the true cursed Pokemon. Hubie details in exquisite and exact precision the perfect cup of tea poisoning. Come on, shiny Wurmple. I have to have Wurmple to a 10. Dimitri ASMR whispers, I must disembowel my enemies and string them up by their intestines as a warning to all who get in my way. I was just gonna ask about that. Dimitri tells of all the people he's murdered. Yuritsa would be the same way, though, except he'd be weirder about it. He'd be like, yes, death called to me. And I answered. Hey, Mystic. Popping in from napping to say there should be to do cooks for you ASMR. That might exist. Is Felix's just him insulting you? Yes. Rhea's ASMR would just be her telling you how much you remind her of her mom. It would definitely not be uncomfortable. Yes, and she would start singing too. This is her saying "Dear Child" over and over. I don't like that. Is there a Manuela one for Cat? There has to be. There should be. I feel like Nurse would be a popular theme. Big Wurple. So Tim, think you should give us some Hanneman ASMR? Think we'd all appreciate that? My recommendations are going to be something on YouTube, aren't they always, Tim? You searched Mercedes ASMR and got car ASMR? Well, that's not surprising. Step into my crest analyzer ASMR. POV Hanneman scans you for a crest. Tim's YouTube gets more random and bizarre every stream, it feels like. I think just Tim's search history has probably put him on some kind of watch list, I think. Ooh, shiny Voltorb, though. Yeah, I see a Wurmple. I want shiny Voltorb. I think shiny Voltorb is green. Oh, it's gray? I don't know why I had it in my head it was green. But I'll take it. No, don't roll away. Okay. Uh-oh, there's a big one. Oh, oh no! No! Modern shiny Voltorb is blue. Well, what the heck? I just assume every shiny is green. I think that's the answer. Nope. Damn it. Okay, uncalled for. Wow, rude. How do you even know I'm over here? Jeez, Voltorb's mean. Mean. Not nice. I trust nothing. They are angry. My goodness. I think that's all of them, though. Statistically, most of the time you're not wrong. It's true. So many of them are green. It's sad. There's Voldemort ASMR. That's not surprising to me at all. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. I would like to get shiny Voltorb, though. I do like Hisuian Voltorb. No, Geodude. No. No, no, no. I don't want Geodude. Alright, let's try again. Is Tim off listening to Pokemon ASMR? Probably. It's been a little while since you said something, Tim. Oh, I meant to go to the summit one. I went to the wrong one. Well, let's see if Voltorb is kinder to us this time. Well, right away, we've got an alpha who is just spinning. Tim's practicing his anime ASMR. It's a good use of your time. Definitely make that happen. No. Do not want. Get in this ball. Good night, Kiwi. Come and get me. Now you want to do it? As you should. It's an untapped market, Tim. There's definitely demand, but no supply. I just heard Eco laugh from downstairs. I mean, raise your hand in chat. Wouldn't you listen to some cursed anime ASMR? Luckily for you, I have no idea how to record or edit videos. I don't know, Tim. The world's missing out. No. Pants, you don't have to lie. It's okay. Okay, Summit is where we want to go. I'd watch some good Tim cursed content. Where's Trevis? We just play the audio and speakers in front of our house on Halloween to scare people away. What are you talking about? It would be extremely relaxing. My goodness, how hard is it to get a shiny ball around here? People fall asleep in your front yard on Halloween? I don't know if I want that. All right. Let's try this again. Voltorb is not being very cooperative. You know what else I haven't seen? A Hisuian Growlithe outbreak. Never saw one of those either. I'm not sure if I have Voltorb to a 10 or not. 8. Dang it. This is why. It took a minute to spawn in there. What now? Why are you upset? What did I do? How did you even know I was there? Maybe I should turn these in and try to get it to a 10? That might be better. And just go for it later. There we go. Wow. So many points. We definitely are close to level 10. Bondrafloon. Or nothing, that's fine. Hi, duck. Rufflet. I guess we could go check on Psyduck. I don't think I'm going to reset for it, though. Just warp down there. Game loves leveling you. Sure does. Okay, so shiny Psyduck is blue. Hello? You saw nothing? Well, they're all upset. Psyduck ASMR would be very confusing. Psyduck ASMR would just be Psyduck sounding in pain from its headache. Well, one of them went all the way up there. I think it would share its headache with you. Constant migraine sounds. Caskin, you can chill out over there. Okay, health, if you could chill, that would be great. Psyducks are vicious. You'd like ASMR of the Reggies? You saw nothing. If I remember correctly, the Reggies used to have super cool noises and then they changed it to generic boring beeps. Oh, really? Psyduck is on a mission. Such an angry rubber duck. Yeah, you wouldn't think that Psyduck would be this aggressive. But every time I have shiny hunted for them in the mass outbreaks, they were like that. I think that's all of them. No shiny Psyduck this time. Bun Buns. Hello, Bun Buns. I'm just trying to get to a place where I can warp into the water. $30 points. No, I don't want this Psyduck outbreak. We're not having good luck with our outbreaks today. Although there's no fall damage from belly flopping into the water. No. Yes, I appreciate that they did that because there's fall damage everywhere else. Posted the Reggie's cries from the anime last week in the Discord. No, I don't need a Powdon either. Come on now. I think I'm going to put it back to nighttime. Nightfall. Roselia, we already have 2. Come on. Eesh. I wonder if some appear more frequently than others? Or if it's completely random. I feel like I've seen certain Pokemon a couple times. And then there's others that I haven't seen at all. Oh, come on. Drifloon really does not want to be found. Okay, so these are the 2 side quests we have right now. Which, like, the Wisps, I'm probably not gonna do on stream. I just kind of pick them up when I see them. And then we still have the Pachirisu, which I should probably level that up a bit before doing that quest. Kadabra. I mean, I guess we could. I guess we could go. Why not? He's really far out there. Well, there's Abra. Not looking for you, buddy. Big balloon. That is a scary balloon. Mime Jr. being a creep, just like dear old dad. What does Mime Jr. sound like? Does it just say Mime Jr. as well? Does it just say Junior? Nope. You see nothing? You see nothing? Hey, Sakusa. What do you think of the game after playing through the story? I'm pretty mixed on it. I like it. I enjoy playing it, but I think the story is one of the weakest parts of it. Yeah, the pacing is pretty rough, especially in the beginning. I do like the shiny hunting, though. Even if Kadabra is being a jerk. The catching mechanism is fun. You wish there was some more depth to it. I wish that it didn't get stuck. I hate when I'm hiding behind a tree or something and it gets stuck on the tree even though I'm not near the tree, so there shouldn't be collision. Well, no shiny Kadabra today. That's okay. Only 28,000 points to go. We are lacking in the shiny department today. Remember last stream we got like 4? Beautyfly. Oh, over here. Alright, well, we can just run over there. Super hyped for 3 hopes, though. Me too. I am so ready. June feels forever away. Oh, that was a ponytail. I was like, what is that? Okay, it's not so bad. You've gotten like 2,000 points this stream. Only 14 more streams to go. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Don't mind me. Yeah, we were speculating in the Discord about the special edition because it has, like, what, 5 acrylic standees in it? No, please don't. Please don't. So, like, obviously 3 of them are the Lords. And then there's 2 mystery ones. And I'm curious who the mystery ones are. Really expensive B-Day goal of hit level 10. The question is, does chat want to see that? You want one of them to be Rhea? See, here's the thing. The fact that they didn't show them makes me think that they're not allowed to show them yet. And if there are new characters or redesigns, that's probably who they are. Because my first thought was like, oh, it's going to be Byleth, like male and female Byleth, because that makes sense. But there would be no reason to make them like a bonus and hide them. You know what I mean? Like, why not just show them? So it makes me think that that's not who it is. But yeah, I could definitely see one of them being Rhea. And again, I am curious if we're gonna get some new time skip designs. And maybe that's why they can't show it. I mean, it could also be the villain, the purple-haired Caspar guy. But again, we see him on the cover and in the trailer, so I don't think that would be much of a surprise. I mean, it's possible, but curious if it'll be new characters, and if so, why not the 2 we've seen, or a redesign of an existing character? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really hoping that we get new time skip designs. I mean, I think it's safe to say that at least all the students will be getting them, because we saw all the Lords and also Hilda in the trailer and Hubert, and they both have different designs, so I would assume that all the students will. But it's going to be a question of the others, you know, like Rhea, Sedith, Flane, Catherine, etc. Especially because we saw Judith in the trailer and she didn't have a redesign, but she's also not a playable character, so maybe they didn't bother with her, but maybe they will with others. But yeah, my guess is that they just can't show the other acrylic standees because it would spoil something that they don't want to spoil. Wonder if there will be supports like Three Houses. Like, I know the OG Fire Emblem Warriors didn't have supports. It does. I think it does have supports. Don't know how they work, but they're there. It was very basic, but supports nonetheless. I would think that Three Hopes would have supports. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's so popular, and it seems like that's such a huge part of the game. I'd be surprised if there were no supports. And I really love that idea because we would get to see interactions between characters that we normally wouldn't. particularly like Hubert and Hilda and Dedu, because they didn't really have supports with other house, like other students in different houses, so. They were super basic. The supports, from what I understand, they were, but I mean, who knows? Maybe in the new one it'll be better. Fingers crossed. Hope it's of 3 houses quality. I would appreciate that. Oh, space-time distortion. There's a DLC item that states it gives you a support level if used. Interesting. In the first one, you build supports by playing characters in a map together. And when you reach a rank, you have a little dialogue. It would be cool to see it expanded upon, though. And revamped for 3 Hopes. Use me, Geodude. Just waiting for the space-time rift, as I do. Love the world building and relationships you got from the supports in 3 houses. Really added to the experience of playing. I agree. I feel like it would be hard to go back and play some of the others without that. Or without it being as, I don't know if advanced is the right word, but you know what I mean. I really wish they would hurry up and like port Awakening or give us a remaster of it on the Switch. I really want to try it. That Buizel has no idea what is coming. Especially now that the 3DS eShop is shutting soon. Yeah, I wondered about that because isn't, oh, which one is it? Fates? Is that the one that has the DLC route? Because you wouldn't be able to play it when the eShop shuts down, which is so sad to think about. Also, like, there's some great stuff on the eShop, and they just never made it to Switch, which makes me sad. Like, Pokemon Red. I think they also did. Yeah, they did Gen 2 as well, and I would really love to have those on the Switch just ported. I'm like, why are you not doing that? Oh, damn. Really worried about what may happen to Pokebank? Oh, that's a good point. I wonder if I should switch all my Pokemon. Or not. That sucks. Awakening and Echoes function fine without DLC, but Fates will be really compromised experience. Yeah, so that is the one that has the 3rd route. That's what I thought. Yeah, you would think that... I don't know. It would be nice if they would release it with all of the routes on the Switch. But who knows? I just hope that with them shutting it down that they do something, you know? Bring some of that stuff to the Switch. Well, I guess I'll always miss out on Fates. Well, they haven't done it yet. Granted, I don't like Fates as it is, but if you do like it, you won't be able to get Revolution or whatever it's called without finding the rather rare physical of all 3 routes they did. Oh, I didn't know there was a physical version, but yeah, good luck, and it's just going to go up in price. Are you ever going to happen? Space-time rift. Are you gonna happen today? Maybe. Thank you. Look out, bears. We've got items to pick up. You could just move. That would be great. Have that. I really wish that you didn't get that blinding light going in and out of the rift. It often happens when you get even just close enough, and it's a little bit bright for me. Hey. Excuse you, Onyx. No more items? Just seeing some sneasels. And that. Which I didn't want. Nope, there's a red shard. Man. There are no more items spawning in. Just, you know, bears, giant ghosts. Things I'm not really looking for. More bears. A whole pack of bears. Well, it's gone. And it left a very mean cricket behind. Fates isn't great, but it's so bad it's good. Wish it got ported to the Switch for posterity at least. Liked Fates. Yeah, me and a friend bought different versions so we could switch and see all the endings. Don't get me wrong, I would love remasters, remakes so people can play them, but I really just want a new mainline series in the hope that they take what worked for from Three Houses. I would hope, if they were going to do a remake, I would hope that they would add things to it and make it more in the style of Three Houses, if that would even be possible. I mean, obviously the downside would be they would need more dialogue recorded, probably, but I think that'd be really awesome if they could pull it off. Revelations, yeah, you have to wait until next year before it closes, so it's not like you only have a week left or something. Yeah, that's good. At least we got plenty of notice. It just makes me kind of sad, though. Especially if they aren't going to do anything with the content, like not make it available on the Switch. Because really, that's what I want. Tried and bounced off both Awakening and Fates. Was there any reason? Pants? Like anything you can put your finger on? Really liked Awakening and Echoes. Have a hard time determining which I like more. Neither as good as Three Houses in my opinion, but both are excellent games worth trying. Yeah, I really want to give Awakening a try because I know Iko really liked it, and I think I might, although it might be difficult going from Three Houses to Awakening. Without Awakening doing so well, we wouldn't have Three Houses. That's very true. But, I mean, yeah, I would agree that if it was one or the other, I would take a prequel sequel to Three Houses before a remake. But that's just me. A lot of 3DS games had major functions tied to 3DS Pass features, which likely won't be replicated on the Switch. That's true. But certain things, like I said, like porting some of the eShop, like, GBA games, I feel like that they should be able to do. Awakening will always have a special place in my heart, as it should. Like Three Houses, prefer Awakening or Fates. The story drags the points for me in Three Houses, so it's not as replayable to me. Oh, I never really had that problem with Three Houses. Everything on the Switch. That's what I want. All the things. You just really like the characters of Fates? That's the problem. I just sort of lost interest part way. To be fair, it's not my genre. I can't tell you what clicked with Three Houses that didn't click. That didn't the older games. Yeah. I don't know. That could very well be me too. I just haven't tried the others yet. They need to make the Switch a real virtual console. Yes, they freaking do. GB and GBA are likely coming to Switch Online eventually. Yeah, but I don't like that. That isn't what I want. Because again, once they decide to pull the, you know, or they could pull one of the titles off at any time, you know? I'm just tired of everything being a subscription. Everything. It's tiring. I don't, like, people cannot afford it. Much prefer ownership. Yeah, me too. Yeah, as part of the premium online, probably. Oh, yeah. They're not going to give it to the regular online subscription. Not when they can make more money. Three Houses' school system is nice, but it's pretty niche, and I just get tired of it all pretty quickly. Prefer the combat and supports all the school stuff, sim stuff. Oh, I love that, because it just makes me think of Hogwarts. So, I am here for that all day, any day. Meanwhile, the other night, Capcom was like, hey, you like classic fighters? Here's 10 in one package. Yeah. I mean, I would buy individual games if Nintendo would make them available on Switch. We got a bunch of seals. Oh, come on. He coming. Love digital if there wasn't a risk of losing access to them due to online getting pulled. Yeah, that does make me nervous about any digital content. Settle down. Deal. You hate physical media. Losing access to something is a very valid concern. The thing is, too, for me, is like out of sight, out of mind. So I also forget the digital content that I have. I made like a spreadsheet of the ebooks that I have because otherwise I just don't. I forget, you know what I mean? Whereas if it's on a shelf, I can look at it and see it, and I'm more likely to realize that it's there. You don't read much, but you prefer physical books? I definitely prefer physical books. But in the, like, for space reasons, I have bought a few ebooks. But yeah, I just forget which ones I have. So many Steam games as it is. Then I bought the social justice bundle on itch.io like a year ago, which was another 1,000 games. Yeah, I could not tell you what I have on Steam. They're just, I would seriously have to go through each and every single one. And I almost never check either. Well, that thing's terrifying. Oh, do you want to battle? I think you do. Get out of the way. Let's fight. I want money. You didn't sneak up on me. If anything, I snuck up on you. Well, you just hit yourself. I win. Angel feathers. Realistically, the only reading you do anymore is technical. Yeah, I'm trying to read more this year. Because I kind of got out of that habit. And I want to get back into the habit, so. So far, I've read 4 books this year, so I'm on track. Which is good. I craft any star pieces. I can. 2. Well, it works. Well, it's 11:30. So I think I'm done for tonight.